Oh, what a day to be at the ballpark. Fanatic About Reading afternoon. All the youngsters getting a new Fanatic book. He's been busy this past offseason. Yeah, you got to put some sunscreen on, and you also have to warm up for the first pitch. John Middleton throwing the fastest bat boy in the history of the game. Adam catching the first pitch today before John throws out the first pitch to Mike Schmidt. It's Sundays with Schmidt as the Phils take on the Chicago Cubs. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy along with John Kruk, Mike Schmidt. I'll tell you what, John Middleton's throwing strikes. You better be ready to catch that strike today.
I hope he does.
All right, so the Phillies are coming off a big win yesterday. John's going to talk about Walker in just a little bit. He'll start today. But, Mike, you have the ability in the first inning of games to sort of change the tone of a game. Yesterday, Kyle Schwarber changed the tone of a game.
Absolutely, and he stopped a losing streak, and that's what he's really, really good at. Here you're going to see the home run yesterday, kind of a breaking ball out over the plate with 2 strikes. Turns out to be a grand slam. You know, Tommy, you don't necessarily have to judge a hitter on statistics anymore. You know, Kyle is a threat. He's a threat to break up a game anytime he walks in the batter's box. He's got a good eye. In this day and age, we're playing now in baseball, taking the ball into the air, hitting the ball over the fence. The strikeout's not a big deal anymore, and he fits that bill perfectly for us. And I just love when he comes to the plate. He's got a great home run stroke and a great attitude.
Yeah, he's got a great presence in the clubhouse. There's no doubt about that. All right, so speaking of presence, Taijuan Walker needs to be present today for the Phils out on the mound.
Yeah, he has to follow Aaron Nola's lead. And how Aaron did it yesterday was he got ahead with the fastball. But here's what you're seeing with Taijuan Walker's last 5 starts. ERA of almost 9.5, the walks per innings pitch, opponent's average. But here's his StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. And this is the sinker and the splitter. You see the split in the purple, I guess that's the color?
Yep.
But that's a hanger, Tom. Look, if he gets ahead with the fastball, he can throw that split out of the strike zone and get chases. If he's not commanding his fastball and he has to try to throw the split early, you don't have to swing at it as a hitter. You can always wait, and that's why you get ahead in counts and you put yourself in a better position. He needs to get ahead with the fastball and then bury these guys with the split.
Yeah, just 2/3 of an inning in that first inning that you saw when those pitches were right in the middle of the plate. Hopefully he can figure that out and get the Phils deep into today's game. Justin Steele's had a good year, although got roughed up in his last outing for the Cubs, gave up 5 earned runs. He'll be making his 10th start of the season. Well, a celebration of baseball and softball. The youngsters getting a chance to do some splits on the field and also roam around the warning track. We're walking into the finale next.
Under the direction of Tracy O'Shea, as they sing our national anthem.
Now for our T-Mobile coverage cam. Well, there takes preparation when you're throwing out the first pitch. John Middleton was warming up with Adam earlier today and then got some tips from JT Realmuto and then found his way to on the side of the field to throw with Adam again. And then he was ready to go. And Michael Jack Schmidt was ready to catch the ceremonial first pitch. They played a great video describing Mike's efforts to stem the tide on melanoma. And obviously making sure that folks get sunscreen, wearing the proper apparel like Mike is there. And he threw a strike, which is a good thing. It's always good to start the game with a strike.
My heart's still pounding, from having to catch that ball. I haven't had to catch a baseball from 60 feet in, 15, 20 years?
Mike, you should do it every day just to keep yourself fresh in case they call you out of retirement. Here's the Cubs lineup. It's brought to you by the Xfinity 10G Network. The future starts right now. Nico Horner leads it off, and then Dansby Swanson. Ian Happ hits third, Suzuki fourth. So that's the normal lineup for the Cubs. This is where the changes happen with Tauchman batting fifth, and then so on and so on. Taijuan Walker, his 10th start of the year, a 6.53 ERA, trying to figure things out, working on 3 days rest, but only pitched 2/3 of an inning on Wednesday against the Giants. Our first pitch is brought to you by Audi. Experience the e-tron at your local Delaware Valley Audi dealer. And again, it's always good to start a game with a strike. Horner is 3 for 10 with 2 doubles in this series. And he shoots that one in and out of that guy's glove. Oh, man. We'll put that guy right next to Todd Zolecki.
Been thinking about this moment for how long? Bringing the glove sitting in the right field corner.
He had it. Oh, and he used two hands too.
Was that over 95 though? If it was,
I think that was over 95. It was 91.
Well, that's an error then.
Yeah. There's back-to-back days. Over to third, and Sosa takes it on the big hop. One away. In case you missed it yesterday, Todd Zolecki was down in the suite for 5 minutes, he said. Just 5 minutes. And he missed that foul ball. Yeah, two hands. That's right, Todd. He used two hands. He had it on the side.
Yeah, but the problem is one of those hands had a glove on it.
Here's Dansby Swanson. A swing and a miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. That poor guy.
Yeah, he seems to be taking it well.
Yeah.
Like he ain't taking any you know what down there.
That one's fouled in the sweet level. And it's 0-2.
Gotta love it though. The strike zone is being pounded by Taijuan Walker.
Another one. And another one. Oh, man. And he had the maroon jersey on, too. No balls, 2 strikes. Last outing for Walker, 2/3, 4 runs, 4 hits. And that's the first ball he's thrown today. He faced only 8 batters and threw 40 pitches. Yeah, the 1-2 outside. It's 2-2.
Now he has simplified his windup, hasn't he? I mean, there's no step whatsoever. It's almost like he's pitching from the stretch.
Yeah, that's how he does his windup. It's the only thing he does differently is the way he holds his glove. And Rob said that the umpires asked about it the other day in San Francisco, how they were trying to figure out, was he going from the stretch, was he going from the windup when somebody was on base. Fouled off, and it remains 2-2. Well, this is an extended at bat. This will be the 8th pitch. Swanson's fouled off 4. And low, ball 3. Dansby Swanson 2 for 8 with an RBI against Taijuan Walker. And Ian Happ waits on deck. Center fields. Dalton Guthrie getting his first look as a starter today. And there are 2 outs.
Yeah, I think in Walker's case, he's got to get the opposing hitters thinking fastball. He's got to get fastball on the opposing hitter's mind. And when he throws a splitter, cutter, whatever it is, he can start it in the strike zone. It's not effective when it's started out of the strike zone. When he's ahead of hitters.
Right, because it will leave the strike zone at some point.
Yes, that's the idea. I mean, if you start it low and it just goes lower, it's not good. Or start it off the plate and it stays off the plate, not good.
Strike 2.
Pounding him inside. That's the idea.
Happ is 1 for 7 against Walker. And a strike 3 called. That was right down the chute. Aaron Nola had a lot of those outs yesterday, too. Side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. Good first inning for Walker. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Pitches, 12 strikes for Taijuan Walker. Here's the Phillies lineup brought to you by the Xfinity 10G Network. The future starts now. Trey Turner leads it off. Castellanos batting second again. They're facing left-hander Justin Steele, who is 6-1 on the year with an ERA of 2.44, but he's coming off an outing in which he allowed 5 runs in 6 innings against the Astros. And he too, John, has that modified sort of windup.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers are going to it. I guess it just makes things more compact for their delivery. But good numbers by Steele. Like I said, down that last start, hello.
Trey lost his bat. We saw that last year a few times with him. It goes.
That's some yardage.
Yeah, it sure is. Helicoptering past Dusty Wathan. And down the left field line.
Well, you got to throw that bat head at the ball, right?
Got to put a little spray on it, make it put a little stickiness on it. All right, so now it's 1-2 to Turner.
I don't think he's still happy with the grip situation.
Check swing, and it's 2-2. Part of Trey's issues this year are his numbers with 2 strikes. You know, this is the 103rd at bat he's had with 2 strikes. Far and away the most in the Phillies lineup. And during that time, he's hitting 176.
Well, everything we heard about Steele is he likes to pitch into righties with that cutter. Ball run in on the right-handed hitters. So Trey, could be a chance that Trey has a good game today.
Fouls it down the right field line, out of play. Playing for Bryson Stott, who's just getting a day today, according to Rob Thompson. Low and in, 3-2.
Well, you should get a day off occasionally. Just stand in the dugout and pray that we beat the heck out of the other team, because
you didn't want to go in.
I don't want to be up with the game on the line.
Down the right field line, and it'll slice out of play.
Now, Michael, when Dallas gave you a day off, you knew prior, right? Like, would he call you in and say, "Hey, we're going to give you Sunday off on a Friday"? Fregosi used to do that with some of us.
Yeah, that's good. No, I don't remember that happening.
You just show up and see your name not in the lineup.
If he knew I had a little something bothersome, a wrist or a groin or something, he might call me in and say, "What do you think about taking a day off today?"
Swing and a miss.
And of course, I would look at the opposing pitcher and make my decision.
Yeah, really. Well, that was a 10-pitch at bat, and Trey Turner's down on strikes. That's the right way to do it, Mike.
But when you did have that day off, did you go hit?
No.
I didn't either.
Day off. The day off's the day off.
Yeah, that's the way I looked at it.
Well, now Castellanos, that was the 26th strikeout in the last 18 games for Trey Turner. 79 plate appearances.
Well, back to Trey's at bat, he fouled off 4 or 5 pitches. And, if he's in the middle of a hot streak, those balls are hit fair. You know what I mean? Those balls are hit fair on the line, on the line somewhere, hit hard somewhere. And he just missed too many hittable pitches. Late on him, underneath him.
And he knows it too, according to Kevin Long. So he said he battles and battles. Here's Bryce Harper, 3 for 7 with a couple doubles in this series. He's hit it 5 straight. He's doing some landscaping. Used his timeout to kick off some dirt. Ready to go. Breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Harper has 7 extra base hits already. 2 home runs, 5 doubles. He's been very aggressive on the base paths, which is his norm, but like making up for lost time aggressive. 0-2 pitch coming.
100%.
1-2 all the time. Odds powered by PointsBet. The over-under on runs, it's 9. There have been 26 total runs the last 2 games.
I'm going under.
Wow. All right. 2-2.
9. It's
Over
like
under.
5-4, 6. Let's see.
5-4, 6-3, 9-0.
I go under with John.
Back toward the middle, off the mound. Swanson was shaded toward the middle, and he throws him out. Well, they shaded both Castellanos and Harper the right way. Walker goes back to work in the second. Suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Check out the largest selection of authentic caps, T-shirts, collectibles, and more. Gear up with your Phillies at MLBshop.com. We go to the top of the second inning, and Seiya Suzuki, lifetime .309 hitter in Japan before the Cubs signed him. Hitting .286 this year with 5 home runs, 17 runs batted in. And the beginning stages of a 5-year contract with the Cubs. This is the second year. Had 14 home runs last season in 111 games. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, he is hitting the strike zone. First inning, he had 16 pitches, 12 strikes. And Suzuki fouls it back. He slipped out of the batter's box. And now he's doing a little cleaning of the box.
A lot of housekeeping today. Maybe we should take our vacuum down there. It was smoking yesterday.
Yeah, we could. Maybe it'll fix itself.
Might need a little hose down there to dampen up that dirt.
Does look a little dusty.
Dark and dusty.
Fouled off. And a strike 3 calls. So that's 2 strikeouts looking. Well, Tara, this is a good sign for what Rob Thompson really wanted from Taijuan Walker.
Yeah, absolutely, Tom. I asked Rob Thompson today, ahead of today's game, about what kind of approach he wanted to see from Taijuan today, and he said, I really want him to go after that strike zone. I don't want to see him spraying balls around. If you just look at his analytics, when he's walking guys, his analytics overall, they're just not great. We don't want to see him spraying the ball. We don't want to see him giving up walks. I also asked him about his outing last time in San Francisco and what kind of conversation you have after he throws 40 pitches in 2/3 inning of work. And he said, I'll be totally transparent with you. He was not happy, and he said as great as a guy as he is to deal with in the clubhouse, and he said he really is. He's really easy to deal with. He's also hyper competitive. So even if he throws 40 more pitches to get out of the inning, he wants to pitch himself out of it. He wants to get himself back on track. But sometimes you just have to kind of save a guy from themselves in that instant and let him kind of reset and get back at it. And that's exactly what he's trying to do here today, guys.
Yeah, so far so good with what his approach has been. He is competitive. I remember watching him when he's on the mound in San Francisco when Rob came out. You could see it on his face. He's like, I want to stay in this game. Sprayed foul.
Well, I think every pitcher wants to stay in the game. Can't imagine a pitcher when you go out, when the manager goes out there and says, please leave me in the game, or, you know, I've had enough. I'm ready to come out of the game. Guys want to compete.
Fouled again.
And when you got to wait 4 or 5 more days for your next chance, you want to stay in there.
Well, and knowing what he had done, you know, in that first inning when he allowed 4 runs and faced just 8 batters. It was the right move by Rob, though, because the bullpen basically kept the Phillies in that game for a good part of it. 3-2 to Tauchman. Tauchman 1 for 1 yesterday. Last year he played in Korea. He hit 12 home runs. And ball 4. All right, so a 1-out walk. Walker, in the first 2 innings this season, he's allowed 17 runs and has a 9.18 ERA in the first 2 innings combined this year.
Wasn't that just an 0-2 count when that happened?
He was ahead, yeah. We got time. That boy's got to get some equipment. There's Laz. Behind home plate, Laz Diaz. And Morel, who's hit in 10 straight. He's also scored a run in 10 straight. First Cub in history with 7 home runs in his first 10 games. That's dating back to 1901. Think about all the players. Here's JT back toward the screen and out of room. Our Giant direct delivery of the game.
Yeah, the young man's got some bat speed, that's for sure.
Hey, nice jersey on that young man. Well, that was the other night, right?
Yeah, that was yesterday.
First night. Was that the first night, wasn't it?
It was. I think the first night was 1 to left. He said 2 in the series. In the dirt. What a play by JT. They throw behind him, and he is safe. First base umpire was Mike Estabrook, was kind of getting in a position to maybe punch him out. Here we go. And he is out.
Yes, he is.
And they are challenging.
That's a great tag by Bohm right there. Great throw by JT for sure.
Philadelphia is challenging the safe call at first base.
Gotta watch sometimes Laz doesn't turn his microphone off.
He just kept it on when he said something to Mike Estabrook. Our GMC Precision play.
Yeah, you're right, Michael. If a right-hand first baseman, you see Trackman try to take off, and Alec Bohm, a perfect throw by JT, just leads his glove right to his hand. Great tag, quick tag, and this shouldn't take long. Laz.
Look at that throw. Whoa. It actually could have been a better slide. You think he could have got that hand in there a little quicker.
Or even swam around it.
Yeah, either that or that dirt.
After review, the call's been overturned. The runner is out. Philadelphia retains this challenge.
All right, so 2 away. And now Morel will stand in with a count 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, carrying the momentum. 3 strikeouts for Walker. He's through 2 without allowing a run. That's a good sign. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. Scoreless game. JT Realmuto is leading things off. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh, John.
Oh my God.
I told you were going to get pierogies. That is unbelievable. The Pierogi Kitchen. Appreciate those guys sending those to John. I'm telling you, John, it's not going to be your last dish of pierogi. It's not.
Oh my God.
The Pierogi Kitchen is located on Roxborough Avenue here in the great city of Philadelphia, here in the Commonwealth. John was longing for pierogies yesterday, and Keita's delivering them. JT hits that one foul down the left field line.
Is there anywhere in there that might be my dinner?
Oh, I think there's a lot in there that could be your dinner.
You like loaded potato pierogies?
So awesome.
Do you like potato cheddar onion? Potato sauerkraut, or a Philly cheesesteak pierogi?
I have to make my decision right now.
You got
You
9
got
innings.
applesauce.
You got 9
rye
innings
bread.
and 20-minute post-game show.
Realmuto
Nice.
is down on strikes, 1 away, 2nd strikeout.
Now I can eat healthy.
Yeah, you can. Time now for our Miller Lite moment.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was it. No telling what that could turn around. Started out with a turn around a losing streak into a 1-game winning streak.
And he takes a strike. It's 0-1. John, what are you going to do, John?
I don't know.
How's it smell over there?
I'm not good with choices.
Might as well choose them all.
Well, I got to see what Schmitty wants to take home with him.
Well,
you get your choice.
You have 4 containers and applesauce.
But they're 4 different kinds.
Oh, I got you. 2-0. Fouled back. It's 2-1. Well, we thank the folks at the Proby Kitchen.
Absolutely.
That's where we were looking yesterday. We're looking there, Mom's. We're looking at different ones. Very nice of them to think of us up here in the booth. Think of John and Mike's dinner. Outside, 3-1 is Schwarber. Alec Boehm's on deck. Kyle's walked 3 times in this series. Yeah, that's a strike. Well, there is a little payback to that. The first 2 pitches, according to the box, were in the zone. Kyle asked for time. Our Citizen stats leaders, Citizens, the official bank of the Phils, the walk percentage leaders. Juan Soto's not having a great year, but he's still getting on base. And we just saw Lamont Wade Jr. out in San Francisco. But Schwarber, Marsh, and then Ian Happ and Dansby Swanson are among the leaders in walks this year. And Schwarber fouls that one off. That was in a similar spot to the last pitch, so he couldn't let it go by.
That was a good protection swing right there, Johnny. We need to see more of that from Kyle.
Yes. Tough pitch, fight it off. Hopefully pitcher makes a mistake on the next one.
Ooh. So the first base runner for the Phillies is somewhat of a painful one. Kyle sort of just brushes it off.
That guy right in the tricep. Missed the pad.
Check the ball and see if it's okay.
Yeah. That's the 4th batter that Steele has hit. And now Alec Boehm hitting .263 with 5 home runs.
I'll tell you, Alec has really hit the ball in bad luck in the last couple games. I'm thinking generally the whole year. A lot of balls hard right at people. A lot of line drives, hard ground balls. I would bet he has centered the ball on the bat more often than any player on our team. Part of being a great hitter, you know.
He just hit one off his back foot.
He's trying to shake it off too. 0-2. Hard hit percentage, which is the number of baseballs that he's hit that are 95 or more, is 46%, which is a pretty good number. Ruben's doing some assessing.
Oh, he's calling in his report.
Looks very official today. Opposite way, there's a base hit.
That's great 2-strike hitting right there. Great 2-strike hitting.
All right, 1st and 2nd with 1 out.
Boy, hits the breaking ball the other way, John. Going right out over the plate, but when you can ground out, pop up. But I tell you, you go to right field with that thing. 80% of the time, you're going to get a base hit.
Yeah, you're not going to roll over that one with the way he had that bat angled.
Sosa picked up 3 hits yesterday, which has brought his average back over 280. 282. He's 4 for 7 in the series.
Oh, make him pay here.
On the outside corner, it's 0-2. There's Ruben. Bird's eye view. He's got the little radar gun in his phone.
What's the lanyard thing he had?
I think it's his ID.
You think he's at the World Series or something?
Yeah, maybe he wants to be. Sosa legged one of those out yesterday, but he's retired here. Second and third, 2 outs. Josh Harrison getting a start. By the way, significant that we're at the number 8 spot in the order, because for some reason the 8-9 hitters against Steele are hitting .361 this year. I don't know how that's possible. Unless he's thinking I can get him with fastballs, and they're going after fastballs. Because the 1 through 7 hitters are hitting .181 against him. 8-9. Explosions.
Maybe you should put your better hitters at 8 and 9 against him then.
Just an element of surprise.
You can see Bryce hitting 8th or 9th. Nick. I'd say that'd be a first for either one of those gentlemen.
Down the right field line. Pitch arsenal presented by Audi on Steele. 4-seam fastball is his dominant pitch. It's basically fastball slider. See the speed up on the right side, not the average against.
8% for the changeup.
Yeah.
You have a feeling that's got to change, right?
I would think so as time moves on. He gets Harrison, no runs, 1 hit. Phillies lead 2. We've played 2. We're going to the 3rd. It's scoreless. The Cubs and the Phils. Time now for our Audi Electric Play, brought to you by the e-tron at your local Delaware Valley Audi.
Look at that. First baseman in the making, Michael.
Yeah, if he's from media.
My kids played in that league.
Oh, really? Could they do splits?
That's pretty amazing right there.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Listen, kids are built differently these days.
I bet he watches Dance Moms. Those girls can do that stuff.
Mervis bounces one foul up the first base line. Ready?
Watch, look at
I couldn't do it.
No hand.
Couldn't do it. Nobody else is enamored by it. Nobody else is.
Oh, I could do it. I just have to go see Dr. Myers over here in the Navy Yard.
There's a bouncer to second. Harrison, that's good assessment on his part. I think he knew who was running. He didn't have to panic at all on a soft, high bouncer.
Never nervous, Mervis?
Never nervous.
Could you ever do a kip? You know what a kip is?
No.
Kip up? Where you lay on your back and you kick your legs real hard.
Oh, yeah.
Jump up on your
There
feet.
may have been a day I was able to do that back in my teens. That was about it, though. A day.
Now, I am calling bull, you know what?
Well, I said maybe a day.
Maybe. That's the way I get out of bed every morning. Kip up and just get it, start my day.
Yeah.
Go for a run.
That's what you do after you're stretching in the morning and
Have
stuff.
my
You just
steel cut oatmeal.
Put some berries in it or something.
Yeah, purple berries. They're better for you.
Yeah. 2 and 1. Did you dabble into the pierogi at all?
I had one. Yeah.
How was it?
Delicious. But I'm saving the rest of them for later.
I got you.
Michael had to take some off.
Fly ball left center field. Dalton Guthrie waving everybody off. He's got it. 2 outs. Yeah, that'll bring Tucker Barnhart to the plate.
Hey, don't want to jinx him or anything, but he's looking pretty good.
There's a strike.
How many first pitch strikes, Tom?
How many first pitch strikes, Larry? 9 of 9.
Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah. There's only a handful of hitters that I know that could make a living with 2 strikes.
Rod Carew, that kind of thing.
Rod Carew,
Tony
Wade,
Gwynn,
Tony Wade,
Boggs. That's right. You.
Dave Kingman.
you.
Outside.
What are we going on the air? Oops.
Oh.
And there's ball 4. So a walk.
John.
My bad.
What'd you do, John?
Well, I kind of think I might have jinxed him. I said that.
Yes, you did.
Oh, gosh, please get this guy out.
Nico Horner with a breaking ball, and it's 0-1.
Did you ever do that on the golf course? Man, I'm playing good.
Well, yeah.
Horner grounded out to third his first time up, and now it's 0-2 as he fouls that one at the plate.
As soon as you say that, too, there's a double bogey on the horizon.
And the pitch. Another one over to shortstop this time, and Turner shortly over to second, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. One man left. Man's got a feast ahead of him.
John's off the hook.
We'll go to the bottom of the third. Is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. All right, so bottom of the third inning on a very comfortable day for baseball. Wind is blowing in today. And the Phillies will send Dalton Guthrie to the plate to start it off. And the first pitch is in there for strike, and it's 0-1. Two.
I agree with you, Tom. That wind is enough to hold a ball in this ballpark.
Yeah. Fouled back toward the Hall of Fame club. Coupled out with the fact that Steele has only allowed 2 home runs in his 9 starts. He'll keep it in the yard too. Guthrie still looking for his first hit this year. Got on base last night with a walk. Sprays that one over the mounds.
Better hurry.
And 1 out here in the third.
Well, that's what they told us about Steele. He will get a lot of ground balls off the bats of the right-handed hitters.
Yeah, he must be able to hide the ball too.
That's 5 out of what? 3, 6, 7 outs, 5 ground outs.
Hey, if I was Trey Turner, I'd be looking at that third baseman. I would drop one down there in a second. Yeah. Well, I wish he would have ticked his glove and laid in the infield there, and he'd have his first hit.
They could have highlighted that thing into the dugout for a ground rule double.
No, but you know, I mean, coaches, somebody should just say, hey, Trey, check that third baseman out. You got to just get a ball in fair territory and you got a base hit.
Yeah, you see the body language, Joe. I mean, right there, you know, 0-1 pitch, a fastball up, and he fouls it the other way, and you just see his body language like, here we go again. I'm 0-2. Another 2-strike count for Turner.
Upstairs, 1-2. Swing and a miss. All right, so Trey strikes out for the second time. That's 3 strikeouts for Steele. And it brings Castellanos to the plate.
Yep. Right on the outside corner, a little bit up. Got to go to that spoil 'em, choke and poke 2-strike swing. And you can't, that stat you said earlier about how many times he's been 0-2 this year. I mean, that's just off the charts for Trey Turner.
Yeah, 0-2 and then 2 strikes.
Yeah, 2 strikes.
That one's out toward left field. It's sinking fast, and it sinks in for a base hit. 2-out single. So the Phillies got their second hit.
That stinks. When you walk up to home plate, you have to look at the clock to determine whether I should call time or not.
Right.
So much for the timeless game, huh?
You know, the funny part is that depending on who's on base, you know, the bat boy has to bring stuff out, get stuff, and the umpire will generally give them time. So if you have somebody that needs to get some equipment taken off, then you can get some extra time. Fouled away.
You know, I was thinking last night that of the 4 major sports, baseball's the only one where the visiting team cannot have a walk-off win. Basketball you can.
Right.
Football you can.
Right.
Hockey you can. If we're considering hockey one of the 4 major sports.
I think we are. Harper's down on strikes. But you don't think they can have a walk-off win?
The visiting team?
Visiting team. No, you're right. 4 strikeouts for Steele.
Are we considering soccer a major sport?
Uh-oh, John.
We'll address that when we get back.
We're going to the 4th. Come to find your 2023 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. We go to the top of the 4th inning. It's a scoreless game. Phillies have 2 hits. Cubs don't have any as Taijuan Walker goes to work here. The umpires looked at Taijuan Walker when he came out of the dugout instead of going into the dugout, which is a little different than the way things have been.
Did they forget after the last inning to check him?
It was interesting, though. Dansby Swanson swings at the first pitch.
You know, it'd be bad. They check him before he goes out. They check him after, too, after this inning.
Right. Over to third. And it's 0-2. There's usually a pattern. After the first inning, they look. And then I don't know if they do it again after the third, but maybe that was it. But they didn't do it. Pitch low, and it's 1-2.
I don't care what anybody says. That's just a bad scene for the fans, where they have to check the pitcher for a sticky substance in front of 40,000 people.
Yeah, and we saw in the Yankee Red Series this weekend where they saw something on one of the Yankee pitchers and they allowed him to go wash it off, whatever it was, and David Bell was thrown out of the game. The Reds manager saying, "Why are you allowing him to come back out?"
I know you called me, but I tell you what, if I go wash my hands, we're good, right? Yeah, sure. Make sure you use the liquid soap. Unbelievable.
That's outside, 2-2, just missed.
I mean, it's something. If they got to do it, they should do it. You know, right in the corner of the dugout, or just out of view of the fans.
Again outside. Center field, that'll be the first hit of the day for the Cubs. Third base runner. So leadoff single here in the 4th, and it brings Ian Happ up.
Continues to torment Phillies pitching.
Yeah, 285 and going higher. Batter against the Phillies in his career.
How many at bats you say he had off Aaron? 78? I think you said yesterday?
I think that's what it was. Amazing. There's a Galapagos gang. They're rolling along Ashburn Alley.
So Bryce out there, you know, in between AB, hanging out with the Galapagos.
Get a chance to enjoy a nice cold Yingling while here at the ballpark. Popped up foul out of play, 1-1.
Who would have thought Mr. Yingling could make so many people happy? And I'm just saying, the more product, the happier.
Happier, right.
Had a nice chat with Mr. Yingling on the phone the other day. He's a nice sponsor. He's on our team.
He's a good man, isn't he?
Yeah, The oldest brewery. They have the oldest brewery in the United States.
They sure do.
You can walk through it, right? Still there?
Yes, you can.
The caves where they keep their kegs.
Two balls, two strikes.
That's where we run that inside fastball right back over the inside corner, isn't it, John?
I hope he gets a grounder to Harris.
Here we go.
Dansby's going. Caught him.
Again. JT got one. Now Taijuan Walker has one.
Taijuan Walker looks like something. He keeps shaking his arm. His pitching arm. A hell of a pickoff right there.
No, he is out.
Well, that was a lot closer than I thought, but you're right, John. He was definitely leaning as if he was getting off.
Well, the pitch before, he took a couple little stutter steps. Watch his pitch before. Why he was trying to time Taijuan Walker when he came set. And now he's thinking, all right, I think I got him timed now. I think I can go. And a quick move by Walker.
Way up there, and Sosa makes the catch on what would have been a fair ball if it had dropped in. 2 outs. By the way, the Tigers are coming to town Monday, June 5th. It's ALS Awareness Night. On Tuesday, the 6th, we will celebrate Greek heritage. And then Wednesday, June 7th, it's Dead and Company Night, 6:05 first pitch. Tickets are available now by going to Phillies.com. Thought Bessie was down for the count there. There's a base hit into right field for Suzuki. Second hit of the inning.
Well, that pickoff looms big now.
It sure does.
Yeah, that's definitely first and third with Swanson. How about the Tigers? Second place in the Central.
Yeah, some of their young guys are playing some pretty good baseball right now.
You like to see that.
Outside.
The Orioles, don't they? I can't recall the young pitcher's name, but don't they have a young reliever that's like having a crazy start?
Well, they're 30-16,
right.
So they've got a number of guys that have stepped it up as far as their team goes offensively and on the mounds. Their closer, Felix Bautista, has 11 saves already. 28-year-olds. 1 ball, 1 strike, another throw over. Might as well try to pick another one off.
Yeah, why not? It's been an effective play.
Ground ball right side. And Harrison will throw out Tauchman. No runs, 2 hits. 1 man left, middle of the 4th. It's the Cubs nothing, the Phillies nothing. Real Muto to lead it off. Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2023 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Folks enjoying the day at the ballpark. How can he not? We go to the bottom of the fourth. JT struck out his first time up, and he takes strike one. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Boy, Justin Steele comes right at you. Got a lot of 1-2, 0-2 counts here already.
Yeah, 47 strikeouts coming in and 55 1/3. He has struck out 4 so far. But he delivers a breaking ball. It's 1-2. Straight up on the left side against JT. Play him to pull on the right side, but he has struck out for the second time. So 5 Ks. And it brings Kyle Schwarber to the plate. Catch every pitch with the fastest internet from Xfinity, with a reliable connection you can count on in the clutch, even during peak hours. The next generation Xfinity 10G network.
Well, this could be just this game and our 2 pitchers, but do you think there was any trend at all around baseball to shorten windups, to to go to more of just a quick step like these 2 pitchers here are today because of the time clock?
I don't think it's the time clock. I think it's more mechanics. I think anyway. The simplified mechanics for the pitcher. But there might be some folks that think I've got to change a little bit. But the clock stops and goes away once you start your windup. So it's not like you're being penalized here. Once he moved his foot, that's when the clock stops. I think it's just mechanics, Mike. 1-2 to Schwarber. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Foul back to the screen.
If I was in.
See, when the foot moves right there, that's when the clock stops. Up over near the third base dugout. That'll be back into the seats.
Sometimes getting hit by a pitch can be something that is to your advantage in a game. If I get hit by a pitch, fastball in this, in my first at bat, I know the rest of the game is freewheeling for me. Does that make sense? I mean,
well,
I know that this guy's probably not going to pitch me in
because he hit you.
Absolutely.
Oh, really? So I would have thought that there might be times if you're a hitter and you get hit that there may be a little flinch the next time up, but you think it's more of an advantage than a disadvantage? You would know.
For me, it just made me more aggressive on pitches, thinking anytime he lets a ball go near my body, I know it's a breaking ball.
I like that, though. I like that thought process. Here's Alec Bohm, who singled his first time up. Upstairs, 1-1. .65 pitches, 47 strikes.
Both pitchers have been working ahead. Probably why no one scored yet. It's amazing how that works, huh?
Amazing how it works.
I think we're seeing a lot of foul balls here today.
It seems like a lot more than normal. Well, we got a lot more people here today, so you want to get.
Got to distribute the souvenirs.
We didn't get into the 50-50 either again, did we?
No, we didn't.
My gosh.
That one's floated out towards center field. Sprinting it is Talkman, and he'll make the knee sliding grab. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. Well, 4 in the books. Nothing is solved yet. It's the Phillies nothing and the Cubs nothing. Major League Baseball sent out a memo this past week that the umpires have to keep their eye out for a pitcher quick pitching in some ways for the hitter. Alec Boehm is upset as he hits that baseball because as he was settling into the box, as this ball has popped up in the middle of the diamond, Harrison says he has it. He's under it, makes the catch, and one quick out here in the 5th inning. So the clock is at 15, and it's ticking down 13. And I think in Alec's mind, he is just now set, and the pitcher kind of quick pitched, although it didn't look as like it was a quick pitch there. But he has to be up and ready before 8 seconds, and I think he felt that that was a little too fast once he got his eyes up for the pitcher to then throw a pitch. I don't know about that. I think it's stretching the rule a little bit, but Major League Baseball did send out an amendment this week, a memo, to tell the umpires to be leery and aware of pitchers quick pitching hitters. And that may be what Alec was contending in that spot. Ground ball to the second base, backhanded by Harrison. 2 outs.
Oh, it didn't look like it to me. I didn't see anything unusual. Is it true that he cannot start whatever is his windup until Boehm is set in the box and looks up?
Eyes have to be up. And his eyes were up, but it was just really quick. I think that's what Alec was contending. You know, when the memo went out, nothing that I saw in the memo alluded to 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, something like that.
You know, here's what's going to happen next. They're going to have to be behind home plate and on the center field wall, a traffic stoplight. Red means you can't pitch. Green means you can. Green means you're ready to hit. Red means you're not. This is ridiculous because no one knows the rule.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, you talk about I'm going off here for a second.
Go ahead. Go.
But you know, we keep talking about, you know, this pitch clock and how some umpires will be a little, you know, give you an extra second here. If one does it, they all have to do it. It has to be consistent. That's why all these guys are so damn confused because no one knows what the hell the rule is.
Yeah.
Now I'm done. Michael, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, I do think that's what everybody is saying, that there's got to be some consistency involved. What's consistent in this inning is that Josh Harrison's going to make every play. And the side is retired. In fact, he's had a hand in all 4 of the outs in a row. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Sosa lead it off. By the Giant Company. Friday, June 23rd, when the Phillies take on the Mets. Fans that purchase a theme night ticket will receive an exclusive Phillies Pride Night bucket hat. Get yours today at Phillies.com/theme nights. So we move to the bottom of the 5th inning here in Philadelphia. Mundo Sosa, Josh Harrison, Dalton Guthrie. And the first pitch is fouled back. It's 0-1.
He must be sneaky.
Really?
Yeah.
Get all these foul balls.
Broke his bat. Boy, the second baseman in this game has been busy these last couple innings.
See any Cliff Lee in him, John, at all? You got kind of
Those are the youngsters. They got the books today, the Fanatic book, the new one.
The reading is fundamental, Tom.
It sure is. Thanks to the folks at Xfinity. Harry Moore, the illustrator, was signing the books before the game today. I think I get Harry to design one of those shirts that he's wearing. It's amazing that it's 19 books now in the edition for the Fanatic. I mean, you think about a mascot broadening horizons. That's exactly what the Fanatic has done. And the friend of the Fanatic, Tom Burgoyne, and everybody involved, I mean, really have broadened the horizons. This is what happens when you start in Fanavision like Harry did.
Speaking of that, Kevin Gregg, who works for the Phillies, the son of Eric Gregg, brought both of his kids into the executive dining room last night. One of them apparently is a big fan of mine, and you know why? Because of the Fanatic books.
That's outstanding. That's really cool.
Well, he reads. Apparently, they read him the book, or he looks at the pictures in the book, and every time he sees me in the back of the book, he goes, and he's way too young to
That's got to
know
make
me
you feel
at all.
good, though.
Sure.
I actually thought that this offseason might be a good opportunity for the Fanatic and the Crucker to go on some kind of an exploring venture.
World tour?
Yeah. Fresh
off,
like
pop around town, that kind of a thing.
Fresh off of Larry and John, giving the tour for the fantastic auction. Did you hear that one? He and Larry are going to give a tour of the ballpark. To fans.
Yeah. Ah. That could be one of the. Yeah, that could be really funny. We know it would be really funny, actually. But what's the bid on that now?
It's already sliced, but it was a pretty hefty amount. Dalton Guthrie with his first hit of the year, and he speeds into scoring position. It's a 2-out double.
Yes, sir.
All right, Trey, drive him in. Get a good pitch, first pitch in your zone. Get that foot down and get that thing started. Yeah, good swing right there by Dalton Guthrie. Man, he can run, can he? Lordy. Come on, Trey.
Trey hits it to third. It stayed down on Mastrobuoni, and he's able to throw him out. So the inning is over. No runs, one hit, and a man left in scoring position. We're moving to the 6th inning. It's the Cubs nothing and the Phillies nothing. The week is continuing to cut down runners as they attempt to swipe bases again this season for some reason. JT is also delivering at the dish, finishing the road trip with a 10-game hit streak and peppering the opposing pitchers since the beginning of May to the tune of 357 in his first 12 games of the month. That's why he's the defending Silver Slugger Award winner. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Well, back here at the ballpark where the Fanatic was dancing with, Harry Styles.
That was very disturbing.
I tell you, I don't know if I've ever seen a game where there's so much swinging going on. So much swinging early in the count, so many foul balls. It's like they're trying to get this game over fast.
Yeah, a lot of center cut pitches. 0-2. Phillies do have bullpen action here in the 6th inning. One and two. Pretty good pitch there.
That caught too much, Tom. You know how that goes.
And upstairs, 2-2. Taijuan Walker, again, 3 days rest, 79 pitches. This will be his 80th. He's got Dominguez warming in the pen. Fly ball, left field. Schwarber venturing back into the alley. He's under it, and he makes the catch. Taryn, a day like this, you kind of have to catch your breath. I know JT has to catch his breath from time to time, but you got to catch your breath when it speeds up like this.
Yeah, but apparently he's feeling pretty fresh. I know Mike said that this game seems like it's moving fast, and overall games this year, they're ending about a half hour earlier than they would have in years past. It's about 30 minutes shorter this year as compared to the past 2 seasons. Rob Thompson was asked if, given how much shorter the games are, if he thinks we'll see even more of JT Realmuto than we've seen in the past. And he said, I don't know if there's any correlation to how short these games are, but JT did say to me the other day, he's feeling pretty fresh. And I mean, that's so impressive given, get this stat, guys, since the start of last season, regular and postseason games combined, JT Realmuto has played a total of 1,608 2/3 innings at catcher, leading Major League Baseball in that category by nearly 31 full games. Trailing him is the Astros' Martin Maldonado, who ranks second in Major League Baseball at 1,334 innings at catcher. But JT, 1,600 plus innings at catcher, and he's feeling fresh. I don't know if I could squat for that long and use fresh in any regard of the word, guys.
Pretty amazing. He is. I mean, we say how tough he is. I mean, he is tough. He'll say he's not, but he is. There's a strike, and it's 3-1.
He's a Oklahoma Greek god, a physical specimen.
That's right.
Like hardly any we've seen.
Just takes care of himself. You know, Gabe Kaplerly the other day, I did think in his session with the media described JT perfectly about, you know, how accountable he is in the clubhouse, but also individually and then out of the clubhouse too. There's a liner deep toward the left field corner, and it is foul.
It's a good break right there.
Now
Yeah.
what?
We are lucky to have that man, number 10.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I mean, you think about the durability in catchers over the years. The Phillies, Booney, Darren, Chooch.
Yeah, Chooch. Third walk issued by Walker. And Rob Thompson's starting to come up the stairs. 87 pitches. This may be it for him. Again, working on 3 days rest. His pitch count was low as last time out, but it is 3 days. Seranthony Dominguez is already coming out of the bullpen. That's going to be it for Taijuan Walker.
It's a fantastic job, Taijuan.
So a pitching change, no score, runner at first. One man down. Nice round of applause for Taijuan. Wednesday, join the NBC 10 First Alert Weather Team for Weather Education Day. Help with experiments that show how weather affects the game of baseball. Sign up today at Phillies.com/weatherday.
Yeah, we forgot about Levy, huh?
Well, I knew you were going to get to that point.
I kind of just glossed him over because that's just the way I think of Mike. Is a gloss over.
That's so funny.
Oh, I love Levy. We all love Levy.
All right, so here's Seranthony Dominguez with Dansby Swanson, who's 0 for 4 against him lifetime. But you're right. I mean, I think that you add Levy in the tree, the branches kind of get even longer as far as the catchers go.
Full leaves.
That's right.
And they aren't changing. They're still green. Got a ground ball right here, Seranthony.
That one gets away. Doesn't go that far. Ball may have a chance. Nope. And Warner is going to slide in safely. It'll be an E1. And now a runner in scoring position here in the top of the 6th inning with 1 out. That could be E3.
Yeah,
it was low, but it was catchable.
Yeah, he just didn't get his glove down.
Yeah,
in
that
time.
could be an E3. The only reason it bounces is because Alec missed it. Swing and a miss, 0-2. See Swanson's average with runners in scoring position.
Amazing responsibility that the home plate umpire has now, isn't it? Oh, my God.
And they have to give the right signals, too, to the press. It's unbelievable. Like their jobs aren't hard enough. Now they got to watch a clock.
One and two. Runner at second base. A walk and an error to Seranthony. And it's 1-2 to Dansby Swanson. Oh, 2-2. Fouled off the foot of Swanson.
Got that cutter away. He had a swing and miss.
Yeah, the one that he got him to swing through his last time.
Yeah,
or earlier in the at bat.
You have to think that he didn't pick that up well. Maybe you can't pick another one up well if you throw it there.
Grounded foul.
What are these pitches? 92?
That says four-seam fastball, which is kind of odd for him at 92.
No kidding.
Here's Matt Strom. Wow. That was just a hair low. Statcast 3D. Got a little of the strike zone there.
That thing ran in. Oh, Lord.
In the runway on the way here, I saw the guys rubbing up the baseballs.
Yes.
And they were sitting there. They were all done. They had them on a two-wheel truck. You know, there must have been 15, 20 dozen balls stacked up there. And I say, as I walk Swanson, I say, well, could I feel one of these things? I felt one, and he took the sheen off of them, and they got a little mud on them.
Right.
Very nice, all the same. And it's funny, guys today, they want to throw a new, clean ball for some reason. In the old days, guys used to want a little cut on them. You know, if we saw a cut or a slice or something, we'd definitely throw it back. We wouldn't throw it out. So how many balls do they use during a game? The whole stack. He said, I've seen games where they use this whole thing.
Wow.
And
they do go through a lot.
We are on our way today.
Well, you said before, all the foul balls and all the baseballs that are thrown out of the game.
Might have got a gift there from old Waz.
Oh, yeah, that pitch did look like it ran out of the zone. Fly ball, short lefts. Hap not happy about it. And Schwarber makes the grab for the second out.
Yeah.
So 2 outs, and here is Seiya Suzuki, who does have a hit today. He's 1 for 2.
I saw a game last week. The umpire handed a catcher the ball, and he dropped the ball, and the catcher threw it out of the game. Like it barely touched the dirt.
It is odd. Strike 1 to Suzuki.
Do you guys hear anything about this Nola and throwing balls out yesterday or something?
Yeah,
what was that all about?
He just didn't like the feel of them. Now, I do think there's some tact to it, that he was also trying to catch his breath. Good play by JT.
It had nothing to do with messing with the hitter or anything, pitch clock.
It could have been partly pitch timer, but I also think that he wanted a different baseball.
He's very particular about his baseballs.
And the 1-1 outside, 2-1. There's a strike, and it's 2-2. Can he get away with throwing that same one again? A lot of missed fastballs today.
I don't think they're picking it up well.
Swing and a foul tip. JT hangs on. Sir Anthony gets out of a jam here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, 2 men left. They've left 4 today. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And by Nissan. Explore great deals at the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event. Shop NissanUSA.com. All right, so Steele continues on here in the bottom of the 6th inning against Nick Castellanos in a scoreless game.
I got me a new Nissan this winter.
Oh, yeah?
Pathfinder. Rock Creek edition.
Really?
Get outside, 2-0.
My son-in-law drives a Pathfinder.
I love it.
In Germany? Oh, here? Your son-in-law, not your son.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Ruben had a Honda Accord hybrid out in San Francisco that was really nice. Pitch outside, 3-1.
What did he need a car for?
He went and visited his alma mater, Stanford University, the Cardinal. He opened up the trunk when we were leaving, like when we were getting back to the ballpark. Swing and a miss, 3-2. And Scott and I, Fransky and I, both looked at him. It looked like he had been there for like 3 months. There was so much stuff in the back of the trunk.
That he got from Stanford?
Well, no, just that he brought. He just has golf clubs, all shirts and hats. That's pulled down the left field line. That'll be in for a base hit, and Nick's on his way to second. And he'll have his 15th double of the year. The Phillies have the leadoff batter in scoring position. Marsh likes it. How can he not?
Nick's a double man. Whew. Tell you what, you throw the ball anywhere in the plate, shin high, knee high, and he can smoke it.
That's a beautiful way to start off this 6th inning. Now get him over, get him in, right?
You know, Johnny,
put Bryce up.
It's the same old thing. Do you want Bryce Harper to try to pull the ball to the right side, or do you want Bryce Harper to just hit straight away?
I like seeing smoke run off that W.B. Mason sign in left center. That'll get him over.
Swing, no swing. This is Eric Backus, the 32-year-old rookie umpire.
Looks to me like Bryce is a little confused with this pitcher. He's been
whoa. A high fly ball out to right. Suzuki battling the wind a little bit. Snaking through, makes the catch. Castellanos heading to third. The throw on one hop. He is out at third base.
Wow. What a throw. That's the same guy that dropped a couple balls in the series.
It sure is. Well, in a game that not much has happened offensively, Castellanos was trying to make something happen.
You know, and it started.
Our Hyundai defensive play of the game. Again, the wind is coming in, so it brought that ball back a little bit.
Yeah, but he did a good job of catching that ball with his momentum going forward, and a one-hop strike to third base to get Nick. Yeah, look, the way this game's been going, you got to take that chance, I would think. Perfect throw. If it wasn't a perfect throw.
That was one of the best throws I've seen in a while.
Yeah, nice long bounce with some velocity on it. 1-0 pitch going to JT. It's low, 2-0.
Bryce just missed a home run right there, by the way.
Foul into the dugout.
I think there's a lot of guys with confused looks on their faces facing Steele.
Well, he probably was right, but he didn't get the call from Laz Diaz. 3-2. Cubs have 5 outfield assists now with that throw by Suzuki. Castellanos has 6 all by himself. 3-2 pitch coming. Inside, ball 4. That's the first walk he's issued. He's also hit one batter. And here's Schwarber.
Yeah, the guy he hit.
Tommy Hatobi, the pitching coach, is coming out. Here's the pitch that Laz missed that he wanted, and he had every right to want it. But Laz is set up on the inside part of the plate.
They say it's an educated guess. The outside pitch when they set up underneath the right-handed hitter's elbow. I had an umpire tell me that. I said, how can you see that? How can you see that pitch when you're, underneath the hitter? And he said, well, you really can't. We just have an educated guess. Yeah, see, look where Laz is looking right there. And this pitch is right there. Well, hold on, let me redo that. The pitch is right there, but, how do you see it? catcher's glove goes up. It's got to block his vision right there, right? Educated guess.
It'll work to the benefit of the Phils.
I got to get some arrows. And they've taken.
You don't use that much, and you're good at it.
Well,
You should
because of
use
this,
that more often.
because I mess it up. And occasionally I will leave it up there, forget to clear it.
So I talked about Schwarber in the opening, and this is a typical Schwarber at bat. What do we all expect here? Right? I don't care what the stats are, what they say, anything. Right now, this is an exciting at bat. I'm feeling good about this at bat.
Yeah, 140 against lefties is Kyle. Around 200 against righties. See if JT takes off at all here. That's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. You got a thought on whether JT should run here after that educated guess?
I think my educated guess should say give him another strike and then go.
It's sharply, but right at the second baseman, Horner. And the inning is over. So no runs, a hit, a man left. We are going to the 7th. Phillies and the Cubs. Well, not much offense today. 6 hits combined. Dansby Swanson has one of the 2 hits for the Cubs. The story has been Steele, 6 strikeouts, no runs over 6, and Walker, 3 strikeouts, 2 hits over 5 1/3. Sir Anthony Dominguez is giving way to Matt Strahm.
Clean ball game, Tom. Not kind of what the game the fans want to see. It's good pitching.
Yep. By the way, Jose Alvarado is celebrating his birthday today. He said 21, somebody said 28, and then Ranger Suarez was going down the hallway saying he's 40. But happy birthday, Jose.
Can't wait to get him back, huh?
Yeah, hopefully sooner rather than later. Tauchman will lead it off against Matt Strahm. The first pitch outside. And Strahm just immediately took a look at the mound as he let that one go. 1 ball, no strikes. Tauchman walked his first time up, grounded out his last time. Low 2-0.
Walked and promptly got picked off by JT. We appreciate that.
Inside corner, 2-1.
Gotta be a little funky from the left side, wouldn't he?
Well, you look where his foot is on that very first base side of the pitching rubber, and then he crossfires it. Wasn't happy with that one.
No, he wasn't. Cubs are winding down this 9-game road trip. They're 2-6 on the road trip. They won the first game here against the Phillies as Tauchman sprays it foul.
By a lot.
By a lot. And then the Phillies won game 2 by a lot.
We won by a lot. And now today?
Not a lot going on.
Not a lot happening.
Morel in the on-deck circle. And the payoff pitch coming to Tauchman. Another one fouled away. Hall of Fame club getting some action again. Oh, man, he fought that one off. Willie Harris is going to field it.
Is it still the Hall of Fame club, or is that the CP Rankin club?
This is still the Hall of Fame club. Down below where the Diamond Club is now the CP Rankin club. There we go.
Something we'll learn on the tour, Mike.
That's right. That's right. And ball 4. The leadoff walk. And it brings Christopher Morel up to the plate. And our stats with Lowe's. We spotlight this young man who has scored a run in 10 straight games and has hit .476 at this ballpark. It's amazing.
Small sample size.
Well, it's still, I mean, last year we kept thinking, can we get this guy out? And we're still thinking that. There's a breaking ball, 0-1.
And didn't start the season because they wanted to try to make him a super utility guy.
Wow. Sometimes we outthink ourselves, John.
Yep.
It's now 0-2. Line drive down the left field line. That'll hook into the crowd. I think it just caromed off that guy's head.
Seems to be all right, though.
Yeah.
Philly tough.
David Ross, the manager of the Cubs, standing in the well of the dugout. A little high, and it's 1-2. Poink.
Oh, man, right in the nose.
I told you, hit him right in the coconut.
And he's looking for the ball. Huh. He ain't going on the IL. You've got nothing.
Swing and a miss. And one out here in the 7th inning. And Mervis will be called back. Trey Mancini's going to pinch hit. Just challenged him.
Yep, elevated it. Waist high, a little bit up above the waist. Hard for the hitters nowadays with the uppercut to handle that pitch.
Mancini played in for the first 2 games of this series. He's hit 3 home runs this year. He has 16 runs batted in. Takes strike 1. It's 0-1.
He probably got a few at-bats against Strom, right? With the Oriole Blue Jays days?
I would think so.
Of course, being a reliever, probably.
1 for 5. He has struck him out 3 times. Runner goes, and JT couldn't get a grip on the baseball. I think he had him too. First stolen base for Tauchman.
He is chapped. JT.
He had him.
Yeah, not a big lead, a decent jump, but yeah, you'd think if JT could have got a cleaner transfer, might have got him.
There you go with Strom.
1 for 6 and 4 punch outs.
Foul.
I was watching a show on NBC the other day. It was around the game. And it was a baseball card show that he hosted.
On? Yeah. He does love collecting baseball cards.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, because they were showing off a new phone app or something where you could, or a phone, I don't know what it was. You could put the baseball card inside the phone, and it showed you the baseball card through, and it gave you the value of the card.
Yeah, he is a big collector. Swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks. There you go, John.
Right on time after the stolen base. Keep him there. And Nothing fancy. That Matt Strom here is nothing fancy. He's going to come after you.
Here's Madrigal, who's going to pinch hit. He's 0 for 4 as a pinch hitter with 3 strikeouts this season. Fouls it off toward the upper deck.
Ooh, that's a big one. Went all the way up. Don't see many of those.
No.
All kind of foul balls here today.
0-1. Teams have combined for just 6 hits today. Cubs have struck out 6 times. They've left 347 men on base this year. It's second only to the Blue Jays for the most in Major League Baseball.
Didn't we leave that many on the last road trip?
We did leave a lot on the last road trip. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off again. This crowd of 44,108. Another masterpiece by the Phillies fans. Phillies are averaging just shy of 40,000 on the year. Now we got time. And now the 0-2 pitch again. Looped foul down the right field line off the net. Mentioned the sellouts and the crowds for the Phillies. Their overall attendance, the average is second only to the Dodgers. Of the 21 games the Phillies have had here at this great ballpark, 13 have been sellouts. And Strom turns back.
That's a disengagement.
That is.
One left, Michael.
How about that shot from Andy Rabel?
It's a beautiful place when it's full.
And the 0-2. Fly ball left center field. Guthrie, he got a really good jump. He's going to get there to the spot. Makes the catch. Inning is over. No runs. No hits. One man left on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here in South Philadelphia. We're going to stay for God Bless America. Madison Woods is getting ready to lead this sold-out crowd at a rendition of God Bless America.
Ladies
so here's Dan Baker.
And gentlemen, you're invited to join vocalist Madison Woods as she sings God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.
Madison Woods.
Did he throw 7? 6.
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Phillies fans. Michael Barkan, and we got Ruben Amaro Jr. back from the ballpark. He was perusing,
Yes.
and checking out the action in person. One of the things you watched, Taijuan Walker, 5 1/3 scoreless today, and really made up for what happened last outing.
Just a super job. All I can tell you is that's a gutsy effort. He got early outs, threw strikes pretty consistently. He did have 3 walks, but got a pickoff, picked somebody off, and then JT helped him out with a pickoff as well. This is a good old-fashioned duel going on right now, but it's time for the Phillies to pick up a run right here.
Yeah, how's that going to happen? And you got Harrison, Sosa, Guthrie coming up. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I have a feeling that they may make some changes here as far as pinch hitting is concerned. I'm not sure which way that Thompson's going to go. Looks like Alzolay may be coming into the game, but Steele's been excellent as well.
All right, we'll send it back to the park. Tom, John, and Mike, and we'll see Michael Jack on Postgame Live.
Nice.
Michael Jack.
Thank you, boys. We appreciate that. We're just signing a baseball. No big deal.
Okay. Wait, give me my pen. I don't have enough of them.
As Ruben mentioned,
that's where my pens go.
Alzolay is going to take over out on the mounds. Alzolay is a 28-year-old from Venezuela. And he's going to face Alec Bohm. Here's the defensive changes. Mancini and Madrigal both pinch hit. And now David Ross is coming out. He's not happy about something. And Laz Diaz is going to try to explain to him what he... I don't know if they took the baseball out or if there was something else going on. If there was a timer issue.
It's just nice that we have it all figured out. And if David Ross don't know, no one knows. He's a smart guy.
Very smart man. Odds powered by PointsBet in-game live betting. Phillies are still the favorite to win. All right, we're just going to have to assume
I didn't carry him.
What's going to happen here. Trey Mancini called everybody off and just came down like a torpedo to make that catch. So 1 out here in the home 7th inning. And that'll bring Edmundo to the plate. Whoa.
That's like the Bowflex. What was
I
that thing?
I don't know, but I'm going to get one.
That would fit in your golf bag.
First of all, my shoulders couldn't do that.
No.
I think that's Mark Leiter, former Phil.
Former
yeah,
Phil,
it is.
Great.
I think it's him. He always was a good pole vaulter.
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
Could also do the limbo.
Yep.
0-2. Very flexible.
That
one's pulled down the left field line. That is a fair ball as it takes a hop off the wall. And Sosa will pull into second with his 7th double. It's his 5th hit of the series. A 1-out double here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Bryson Stott's going to come up to pinch hit for Josh Harrison.
All right, let's look at this thing. Kind of a ball outer low, reached out, hooked it just inside the white line. Beautiful thing. Nobody out. Let's see if we can move this run around. Got the right guy coming up to do it. Oh, the dots on the left, 1 out.
It's been a long day.
I forgot that Bohm pop out in the infield.
It was so fast.
And I had a question about that, by the way. So surprised I forgot it. He slammed his bat down and it rolled right out into the grass as the first baseman was running by it to catch it. Any chance he could have been called out for that?
I guess he could have. I mean, I don't think he meant to do it, but swing and a miss. That's 0-2. I think there has to be some intent, but it definitely had some gusto on it. Alzolay has a 1.96 ERA. And the 0-2 coming to Stott. And he fouls it.
See that? You get a day off before you know it, you're in when the game's on the line.
Nothing wrong with 1 for 1 with the go-ahead RBI. Be a fulfilling day.
Oh, 1-2.
Everyday Brogdon up in the pen.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Wow.
Bryson's 3 for 8 in this series. He's hit in 7 straight games. 10 hits during that time. The 1-2 to him.
Yes.
High fly ball to deep right field. Suzuki's going back toward the scoreboard. Out of room. Gone. 2-run pinch hit home run. Bryson Stotts.
Yep. Well, that's what I meant, getting him around. You know what I mean? I forgot they were going on.
And the Phillies take the lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
That's a beautiful thing. You get good pitching, good starting pitching, and the game goes down to the 7th inning, and you get a 2-run home run, and it really means something.
Guthrie. Had a windy day with the wind coming in. It looked like it had enough from the time it left his bat.
You know, I was supposed to talk about Bryson in the opening today, but then he wasn't in the lineup and they changed. But I was,
So what were you going to say?
Yeah,
Mike?
thank you. and thinking about what I was going to say, you know, I was going to make a comparison to Chase Utley, and that's an ultimate compliment. You know, you can give a guy, but I think Bryson has a future like Chase, and that's also saying a lot. But
what a swing!
He just is a baseball rat. You know how they say in basketball, he's a gym rat. This kid eats, drinks, and sleeps baseball. There we go. There we go.
That one's out toward right center field. Trey Turner is going to have an extra base hit. And he'll pull into second base with his 10th double of the year.
There we go. Back on track with one swing. No, but I think
that's a great swing too.
Yeah, but for sure, one we needed. You go with me on that comparison to Utley?
Yeah, I think he'll have the power too.
Just a grinding dog out there every day. You know, great timing for the game, and great relaxation. Durable.
He has a good clock too. That internal clock when grounders are hit to him.
Castellanos takes on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
I just think the ultimate compliment you give to a player is to compare him to Chase.
I would agree with that. I think the student of the game part of it, he definitely is along that same lines. 0-2. Opposite way. Suzuki comes running in. He makes the grab. Side is retired, but the damage is done. Rob Thompson decided to put Bryson Stott up as a pinch hitter. 2 strikes, didn't matter. No stride, but it left the yard. And the Phillies take a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDealer.com. Little celebration. Schwarber obviously excited for his teammate. Remember last night when Schwarber got doused with water and gum? Sometimes you got to pay him back. And he did as he went out.
That had to be cold too.
Bryson went out to his position. All right, so now it'll be Connor Brogdon on here in the 8th inning. And facing Tucker Barnhart. And the first pitch is in there. It's 0-1. So Strom goes 1 inning, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. That one is a 1 hopper right to Bryson Stott. And 1 away here in the 8th inning. And we go back to the top of the order for Nico Horner. See Brogdon's numbers, 22nd game for the right-hander. At an ERA of 2.70. Brogdon leads the bullpen in 23 innings pitched. His appearances, this is number 21. It trails Gregory Soto. The ball is lifted out to left field, but Schwarber waits.
Inside. Got it inside on him just enough.
Yep. 2 outs. Every time a Phillies pitcher throws a pitch of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity, the Xfinity 10G network. And the future starts right now.
You ain't kidding. That's what we like about our future, Tom. You can start it whenever you want.
Dansby Swanson, the hitter. He is 1 for 2 with a walk today. 0-1. You got Soto warming up in the bullpen. That might be for Happ, who's in the on-deck circle. One ball, 1 strike to Swanson. Swing and a miss. Outside, and it's 2-2. Trying to get through this top of the 8th inning. The Phillies with a 2-0 lead. 2 runs on 7 hits for the Phillies today. Cubs no runs, 2 hits. Swanson has 1 of those 2. And that got him. So that brings the tying run to the plate. And let's see if it's Soto that's going to come up or come in. Never miss a Phil's moment this season. Stream your team when you're on the go or just can't get control of the remote. Download the NBC Sports app now. All right, so Rob Thompson's coming out. They're going to go get Soto. So they'll bring in Soto to face Happ. They'll switch him over to the right side of the plate. So pitching change. Phillies lead it by 2. Ian Happ coming up. Series this week, make plans to visit Coca-Cola Corner, which is located in left field and will feature local restaurants throughout the season. From May 22nd through May 24th, try the infamous Louis Special chicken sandwich from Valley Pizza, only available during this series. Join the fun at Coca-Cola Corner and purchase your tickets at Phillies.com. All right, so Happ will move over to the right side of the plate against the lefty Soto. Dansby Swanson over at first will go to second on that one that just got away from JT. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. I don't think he was crossed up on it. I think he just missed it.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do a quick frame job right there.
Yeah.
Thing just kept running away from him.
Want to know. One and 1. It is a pass ball on JT.
We don't see that very often.
No. There's a strike, 1-2. Part of the reason why you move Happ over to the right side of the plate, he's got more power against right-handers as a left-handed hitter. Of his home runs in his career, 93 have come from the left side of the plate. 15 from the right side. Broke his bat, ground ball to third. Sosa in time, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, and one man left. Middle of the 8th inning. Yep, it's that time. 2-0 Phils. Clear space on your shelf and get ready to bring home a legend. Friday, June 9th at 7:05 versus the Dodgers. Fans 15 and older will receive a Johnson Controls Dick Allen Bobble figurine. Order your tickets now by going to Phillies.com. All right, so we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Phillies leading 2-0. And Brandon Hughes will be the new pitcher. And he's on to face Bryce Harper, JT, and Kyle Schwarber. Craig Kimbrell is warming up in the bullpen. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Bunt and takes it back. It's 1-1. There's Kimbrell. One and two. Harper today is 0 for 3. Grounded out, struck out, flied out to right. Outside 2-2. He's hit in 5 straight games. Tried to check. Did he go? Yes, he did. So 1 out here in the 8th inning.
Johnny.
Yes.
Here they take this. Bryce has been struggling all day. Just missed a long ball his last time up, but I mean, kind of been pulling out. He's got some tough left-handed at bats.
Yeah, it's like he's caught in between.
Yeah.
Well, JT the hitter. They'll take upstairs. JT's 0 for 2 with a walk. Popped up. Foul territory near the dugout. Barnhart trying to get position. And it goes down the stairs. A couple of gold glovers right around home plate between JT and Tucker Barnhart.
Well, you got the wind affecting this ball a little bit.
Teammates, his coaching staff was kind of sliding out of the way.
See, the other catcher, Jan Gomes, is there to try to help. Everyone else was bailing, man.
Swing and a miss, 1-2.
I don't think he saw that one too well, Mike.
One and two. Another one pop foul. That'll be out of play toward the Hall of Fame club.
think he'll sleep good tonight. JT. Yeah.
He managed this whole staff through this. Oh. Well, Laz is consistently not giving that pitch to
Thinking the same thing.
any of the staffs. 3-2. Running foul past the third base coach's box. And it remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Got him. He won that battle. 3 strikeouts today for JT. 2 strikeouts in this inning for Hughes. And it will bring Schwarber up, who is 0 for 2. Bottom of the order for the Phillies. The last 3 hitters have 3 of the 7 hits for them this afternoon. Kyle, 11 home runs, 23 runs batted in on the year. And it's low. Low again, 2-0.
Got to get a fastball right here, John, don't you?
Well,
2 outs, nobody on.
you'd like to think that.
Hit it straight away. Nope. Well, I am saying green light. Right?
I would think so.
Fastball right there.
Awful.
Like he was taking.
2-out walk, and it brings Bohm up. Bohmer's 1 for 3, singled his first time. Marsh is going to come in a pinch run for Schwarber. So he'll take over in the outfield. And it looks like David Ross is coming out. That's going to be it for his left-hander. He faced 3 batters. And now Alec Bohm is going to face a new pitcher. A right-hander coming on. Phillies up 2-0. We'll be back right after this. Toyota. The summer starts here at Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. By the Xfinity 10G network, the future starts now. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at ibx.com. Well, back here for Jeremiah Estrada to take over with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Alec Bohm is the batter. Estrada with his 6th ball game this year. He has 12 strikeouts so far in 6 2/3.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Is that song going to be stuck in your head now?
No, but that
Will be in mine.
What's that song? 877. Cars for
Cars
Kids.
for Kids, yeah. What a no.
You got a little free ad there from me.
We had everyone in office singing that thing today. It gets in your head, man. You can't. It just doesn't go out.
Marsh leads off first, pinch running for Schwarber. And the 1-0 pitch, fouled back, 1-1.
They're going for the downs here, Alec Bohm.
Phillies have picked a runner off from the mound today and from behind home plate. That certainly helped the cause. One ball, 1 strike. Fouled off 1-2. That went out toward the Hall of Fame club.
Is it just? You think it's just a day game? Like the bats are a little slower today?
Could be. Yeah,
a lot of foul balls the other way.
A lot of souvenirs. Runner goes from first. Pitch high. Throw to second base on one hop. He is safe at second. Stolen base for Marsh. And now he's in scoring position with the count 2-2. David Ross says hang on.
He kind of spun his wheel a little bit. That left foot kind of slid, but good explosion right there by Marsh. Now drive him in. 2-out RBI.
Yeah, right-handers are just 1 for 5 against Estrada with 9 strikeouts. So, or 115, excuse me, with 9 strikeouts. So that's why they brought him in. If Alec Bohm can work it here and get a hit, it would be a big-time accomplishment. To right field. Suzuki got turned around, going back. He's got his bearings. And he makes the catch.
I know what you were thinking.
The side is retired. No runs, no hits. Phillies leave 1. All that's left is the 9th inning, and Craig Kimbrell on to try to close it. Turning point, and it was Bryson Stott, his first career pinch hit home run.
Wow, you got to take that home, right? Put it in your office. Trophy case, that ball, first pinch hit home run, came at a big time in this pitcher's duel today, John.
Yeah, thank goodness too. That's our Toyota turning point, but
that's what it is. Toyota turning.
You know, you had to think the way this game was going, the way both teams were swinging the bat, that it was going to take something out of the ordinary, like a pinch hit home run to do it.
Didn't look rally-ish.
No.
Game.
Phillies have also adjusted their outfield defense. Marsh, who came on to pinch run for Schwarber.
We got to get him back out center.
He and Castellanos both threw baseballs into the crowd. Anyway, Marsh comes in at center, and moving from center to left is Guthrie.
Edmundo with some paperwork, cleaning up some little paperwork.
There's a lot going on.
Yep.
And now Kimbrell, who will face Suzuki. Suzuki's 1 for 3 against Craig Kimbrell. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Kimbrell's closing in on 400 career saves. He is 2 away from the milestone. Kenley Jansen was the 7th pitcher to reach 400 saves just about 10 days ago. 0-2.
I think that's the thing we've noticed with Kimbrell from the start of the season till now is the velocity.
You see the all-time saves list, 652 for Mariano. Billy Wagner is next up for Kenley Jansen. Jansen at 401. And the 0-2. And a strike 3 call.
Wow.
Good morning, good afternoon, and so long. 1 out here in the 9th inning.
So much for wasting one, huh?
Yeah, I think Suzuki thought he was going to waste one. Hey, that just about a center cut. Maybe they have this thing where, like, well, 0-2, 75% of the time he throws his breaking ball, and I don't know. I can't figure it out, Mike.
Talkman takes a strike. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you what, we can get this guy in shutdown mode on a regular basis. That's, oh my gosh.
Oh, you get him and then you get Alvarado back. You got a pretty good tandem down there.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been.
Educated guess.
Others have been, but it's, you know, it was off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes. Kimbrel did pitch on Friday's game, the loss by the Phillies. He struck out the side. He just needed work, according to Rob Thompson then. Now, 2 days later, he's trying to close out the game for a save. Two and two. Swing and a miss. He got him. 5 straight strikeouts against the Cubs. 2 here in the ninth inning.
That's right. One more.
Thank you, Jose.
Can we talk to him after the game?
I mean, I love to see that in a closer where you can just deliver it from down here and it has that rise on it, you know, and you're confident that the batter's going to swing through it.
And it's high velocity.
Woo-hoo.
Christopher Morel, the hitter. He takes way outside, so it's 1-0.
I think he held on to that one a tad long.
Just a little bit. Morel today is 0 for 3. Out to right field. Castellanos going back. It's over his head and it's out of the ballpark. Another home run for Morel. It's his 8th of the year. It's his 3rd in the series. And he's now gotten a hit and scored a run at 11 straight. It's a 2-1 game.
And every one of them's been 7th, 8th, 9th inning.
Young man's got some power. It's only the 3rd hit for the Cubs. The other 2 hits came back in the 4th inning. Now that one carried right on out of the yard. Well, now Trey Mancini. Mancini 3 for 9 against Kimbrel. But he lays off. Mancini has a home run, 2 extra base hits against Kimbrel. He struck out in his only at-bat today. On the outside corner.
I'd be tempted to move that young man up in the order a little bit, you know.
And make sure he's in the lineup every day.
Yeah, the first 2 days he was, what, 9th, 8th and 9th?
He was down at the bottom. The 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Good pitch, just a bit low. Now it's 3-1, and Patrick Wisdom is out of the on-deck circle.
Big power.
The foul.
Ooh.
And it's full 3-2.
That was ball 4.
44,108. Wrapping up this series against the Cubs. 3 big crowds all weekend. And the 3-2 pitch. Rounded foul. And we'll do it again.
I believe both Trey's in swing mode, isn't he? 2 balls out of the zone.
We'll charge up one more time. Everybody out on their feet. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now JT is going to call time.
Hey, don't throw it.
It remains 3-2.
Still covering their own mouth. You never know.
I think they're on the same page now.
I'd say fastball up. Maybe on the inner half.
I think maybe he just wanted to slow him down a little bit.
I don't know, maybe, yeah. He's had some trouble with the pitch clock.
He's ready to go. So's Mancini. And he whacks it foul. And we'll do it again. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Phil's trying to win a series. And the pitch. outside ball 4. So the series will continue. And it brings Patrick Wisdom up as a pinch hitter. He'll be pinch hitting for Madrigal. Wisdom has struck out 10 times in his last 13 at-bats. Third most strikeouts in Major League Baseball. But he's 1 for 1. He's got Kimbrel in his book, and that's way outside. And it's 1-0. Again, velocity is up 2 to 3 miles an hour from spring training for Kimbrel. Mancini short lead off first. Popped up around home plate. JT's off with the mask. He settles under it, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. And the Phillies have taken the series from the Chicago Cubs. They win it 2-1, and Craig Kimbrel inches closer to 400 saves. That's number 399.
Well, they gave him a battle at the end. I was feeling like he might breeze through the inning, and you never know in a game of baseball. That's
never know.
Sure. You can't run the clock out.
That's a good series, particularly after losing the first game the way they did and dropping 5 in a row. The Phillies have now turned it around, and they've taken 2 of 3 from the Cubs. And the homestand is balanced out a little bit better than it was when it began on Friday night. Chevrolet player of the game, Bryson Stott. He didn't start, but he certainly finished. A 2-run 7th inning pinch hit home run. And that's given the Phils.
Think about that. One AB.
Yeah.
2 innings in the field. Player of the game.
Have a day, baby. Have a day.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Taijuan Walker bounced back on 3 days rest to help the Phils to this victory. He wasn't around for the decision, but he was around to watch this swing. And it was a beautiful swing by Bryson Stott. That gave the Phils a 2-0 lead at the time. The Cubs did get a run to make it 2-1. And Bryson Stott has finally eluded Brandon Marsh and has found himself on the field. Bryson, this is what we're watching Brandon right now, holding on to you and shoving you up the stairs. And
yeah, he's excited about this one, I think.
Well, I mean, listen, we were just talking about not starting today and getting a chance to pinch hit. Give us an idea of what it was like to go through the day before that at-bats.
Yeah, I mean, just because you're not starting doesn't mean you're going to be on the bench the whole game. So just kind of staying loose in the cage and hitting with Cammy in the cage and doing all my routines and all that. So
Cody Clemens taking over your role with Brandon.
Thanks so much.
He's going to leave you a little souvenir.
Yeah, I got gum in my shirt and cups.
Is there an energy that you feel when you do something like this in front of a sold-out crowd?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, I swung at a pitch that I probably shouldn't have swung at, the second pitch of the at-bat, and just kind of step out and get my mind right and calm it down and just see the ball and try to swing at the best pitch I can. So,
Bryce, do you have Mike Schmidt? Do you have any idea what that guy features that you hit the home run off of? Had you faced him before?
I don't think I've faced him, but a couple guys have in the scouting reports and stuff. So, I mean, he threw a lot of likes his slider, and the one he threw me was in the dirt. So, I mean, I almost checked off that one. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I kind of did, and he threw me a fastball. So,
yeah. So you'll be back at it next game, and I'll tell you, man, you got a great start to a career here in Philadelphia. I love you, and I gave you the best compliment I could give you. I compared you to Chase Utley.
Big shoes to fill. Thank you.
Bryson, how nice was it to see Taijuan Walker pitch like he did this afternoon? You got a front row seat to watch it. It was pretty special, bouncing back after his last few starts.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's here. I mean, we know that he's going to give us a chance to win, and for him to just come back on 3 days, I don't care how many pitches he threw or didn't throw, to come back on 3 days and do that for us and for the city and the team. It's big, and it tells a lot about who he is as a person. And I mean, I love playing behind him. I love watching him pitch. So yeah, it was really impressive.
Very impressive today, Bryson. We appreciate you joining us. Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Bryson Stott, our guest. His home run turned out to be the game winner. Cody Clemens made sure he laid some groundwork before he dumped the water. Marsh just decided to stuff everything into the shirt of Bryson Stott. It'll be out eventually. Day started with Michael catching the first pitch, and then Taijuan Walker dealing the first pitch and dealing throughout today. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow, game 1 of a 3-game series against the Diamondbacks. Zach Wheeler on the mound, 6:30 on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Phillies pregame live begins at 6. The senior producer of Phillies baseball, Jeff Halleckman. John DeSangro is our associate producer. Today's director, Nick Marquetta. For Mike Schmidt, John Kruk, Taryn Hatcher, and our entire crew, I'm Tom McCarthy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Phil's win at 2-1. Stay tuned. Cure Auto Insurance presents Phillies postgame live. Coming up next.